7 of the prayer book, please. In the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha in the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha in the Buddha's Dharma and Sangha, until enlightened I seek refuge, through merit from giving and the rest. To aid all may I become Buddha. May all sentient beings have happiness and its causes. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and its causes. May all sentient beings never be parted from sorrowless bliss. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from bias, attachment, and hatred. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the going beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shakya, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. To the founder, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the one gone beyond, the foe destroyer, the completely perfected, fully awakened being, perfect in knowledge and in good conduct, Sugata, knower of the world, supreme guide of human beings to be tamed, teacher of gods and human beings. To you, the completely and fully awakened one, the endowed, transcendent destroyer, the glorious conqueror, the subduer, the Shakya clan, I prostrate, make offerings, and go for refuge. When, O supreme among humans, you were born on this earth, you paced out 7 strides, then said, I am supreme in this world. To you who were wise then, I prostrate. With pure bodies formed supremely pure, wisdom ocean like a golden mountain, fame that blazes in the 3 worlds, winner of the best, Lord, to you I prostrate. With the supreme signs, face like spotless moon, gold, to you I prostrate. Dust free like you, the 3 worlds are not, incomparably wise one, to you I prostrate. The Savior having great compassion, the Founder having all understanding, the field of merit with qualities like a vast ocean, to you, the one gone, to thusness I prostrate. The purity that frees one from attachment, the virtue that frees one from the lower realms, the one path, the sublime pure reality, to the Dharma that pacifies I prostrate. Those who are liberated and also show the path to liberation, the holy field qualified with realizations, who are devoted to the moral precepts, to you, the sublime community intending virtue, I prostrate. Homage to the Supreme Buddha, homage to the Dharma refuge, homage to the great Sangha, to all 3 ever devout homage, to all worthy of respect bodies as many as all realms atoms in all aspects, with supreme faith I pay homage. Do not commit any non-virtuous actions, perform only perfect virtuous actions, subdue your mind thoroughly. This is the teaching of the Buddha. A star, a mirage, the flame of a lamp, an illusion, a drop of dew or a bubble, a dream, a flash of lightning, a cloud. See conditioned things as such. Through these merits may sentient beings attain the rank of all-seeing, subdue the foe of faults, and be delivered from samsara's ocean, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death. From Tushita's hundreds of God's protector's heart, to tip of this fresh, pure, white heap, curd like cloud, O Lopes Andrakpa, Dharma's omniscient king, Pray come to this place with your disciples. In space ahead on lion throne, lotus and moon, venerable Guru, smile brightly with delight. Pray stay hundreds of eons to spread doctrine as supreme merit, field for my mind of faith. Your wisdom mind sees full range of knowables. Your eloquent speech adorns fortunate ears. Your beauteous body, fame, glory, outstanding. Homage to you, worthwhile to think of, hear and see. Pleasant offerings of water, various flowers, fragrant incense, light perfume, and so on. Oceans of offerings set out and envisioned, offered up to you, supreme field of merit. Non-virtue committed with body, speech, and mind, which I have heaped up since beginningless time, especially what has contradicted 3 vows. Each I confess from my heart with strong regret. In time of strife you strove to learn and practice, shunned mundane concerns, made life as sensible. O protector from depths of our hearts, we rejoice in your powerful great deeds. Venerable gurus from love and wisdom, clouds sensely massed in your Dharmakaya sky, pray loose a rain of vast profound Dharma on fields of disciples just as needed. May whatever virtue that I've here gathered bring benefit to all beings and doctrine, and may it make venerable Tsongkhpa's essential teaching specially shine forever. Migmet se wei ter te chen rezik, dreame kempe wang po jam pel yang, gau pung ma lu jom se san wei dak, gang chen ke pe su gen Tsongkhapa, lob san dra pe jabla so wa deb. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus on my crown, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments of body, speech, and mind. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness. Bestow attainments common and supreme. O glorious and precious root Guru, pray take seat of lotus at my heart, caring for me with your great kindness, until supreme awakening remain steadfast. Homage to the exalted 3 jewels. Thus have I heard at one time the Blessed One was dwelling in Rajagriha on Vulture Mountain, together with a great assembly of monks, great assembly of bodhisattvas. At that time, the Blessed One was absorbed in the concentration of the countless aspects of phenomena called profound illumination. At that very time, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, was looking perfectly at the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom, perfectly looking at the emptiness of inherent existence of the 5 aggregates also. Then, through the power of the Buddha, the Venerable Shariputra said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, how should a child of lineage train who wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom? Thus he spoke, and the superior Avalokiteshvara, the Bodhisattva, the great being, replied to the Venerable Shariputra as follows. Shariputra, whichever son or daughter of the lineage wishes to engage in the practice of the profound perfection of wisdom should look perfectly like this, subsequently looking perfectly and correctly at the emptiness of inherent existence of the five aggregates also. Form is empty, emptiness is form is not other than form is not other than emptiness. In the same way, feeling, discrimination, compositional factors, and consciousness are empty. Shariputra, like this, all phenomena are empty, without characteristics. That is, they are not produced and do not cease. They have no defilement and no separation from defilement. They have no decrease and no increase. Therefore, Shariputra, in emptiness, there is no form, no feeling, no discrimination, compositional factors, no consciousness. There is no eye, no ear, no nose, no tongue, no body, no mind, no visible form, no sound, no smell, no taste, no object of touch, no mental phenomenon. There is no I element, and so forth up to no mind element, up to no element of mental consciousness. There is no ignorance and no cessation of ignorance, and so forth up to no aging and death, and no cessation of aging and death. Likewise, there is no suffering, no origin, no cessation, and no path, no exalted wisdom, and no attainment, and also no non-attainment. Therefore, Shariputra, because there is no attainment, bodhisattvas rely on and abide in the perfection of wisdom, and because their minds have no obstructions, they have no fear. Passing utterly beyond error, they attain the final state beyond sorrow. All the Buddhas who reside in the three times, by relying upon the perfection of wisdom, become manifest and complete Buddhas in the state of unsurpassed, perfect, and complete enlightenment. Therefore, the mantra of the perfection of wisdom, the mantra of great knowledge, the unsurpassed mantra, the equal to the unequaled mantra, the mantra that thoroughly pacifies all suffering since it is not false, should be known as the truth. The mantra of the perfection of wisdom is proclaimed. Tayata gate gate paragate parasongate bodhisoha. Shariputra, this is how a bodhisattva, great being, should train in the profound perfection of wisdom. Then the Blessed One arose from that concentration and said to the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, well said, O child of lineage, so it is. The profound perfection of wisdom should be practiced exactly as you have taught, and the Tathagatas will rejoice. When the Blessed One had said this, the Venerable Shariputra, the superior Avalokiteshvara, the bodhisattva, the great being, and the entire assembly, as well as worldly being, gods, humans, demigods, Gandharvas, and others, were filled with admiration and highly praised what had been spoken by the Blessed One. In the holy supreme abode of the Dakinis, possessed of clairvoyance and miraculous power, unwaveringly caring for practitioners as your children, homage to the host of the three places Dakinis, Akasamarata. Tayata om gate gate paragate parasongate bodhisoha. Through the power of truth of the exalted three jewels speech, may all on the side of negativity, such as the more forest, be stopped. May they become non-existent. May they be pacified. All enemies, obstructors, and hindrances, shante kurye soha. 80,000 types of obstructors are pacified, freed from adverse, harmful conditions. May all be conducive and perfect auspiciousness. Bring happiness and well-being here, right now. Saji Perki Jushimeta Tramri Rablingji Nidegampadi Sangye Jesu Lama Dampa Genam Ki Chokuka La Kien Setrindrigne Jitar Sampe Do Jezin ma la zab Geshe ki jar pawab tu so idang guru ranamagala kam niryatayami Changde songi chomnala jaju pardu dagdi kepsuchi dagi chonye gepe sonam ki drola penchir sange drupa sho Changde songi chomnala jaju pardu dagdi kepsuchi dagi chonye gepe sonam ki drola penchir sange drupa sho Chongde Songi Chongnala Jagju Pardu Dagdi Kepsuchi Dagdi Chonyang Gepe Sonam Ki Drula Penchir Sange Drupa Sho
Good morning. Beautiful weather. Maybe we can have class outside. Yeah. The weather is very nice. But maybe we can complain for the local airport. He say, don't fly our, how you say? All right. I think they have some roads, the airplane roads. Yeah, sometimes come here, sometimes doesn't come here. I think they change it every week. Oh, really? Oh, okay. Okay, it's wonderful to all come together. We will do a little bit of meditation. First we do sort of the good motivation. You know, Buddhism, we always say, I think not only Buddhism, I think that whatever we done, things properly, it's motivation is very important, right? Like you have motivation to, okay, I want to done this job. Then you have very good action. Then when you're done, or you say, you just, oh, I did a good job. Like you are more happy. Then your motivation is, oh, yeah, it's that. If I have time, I can do. Just your motivation is like so, then your action is so. Then when you're done, you're normally very surprised, right? It's true? Any kind of job. Therefore, Buddhism's motivation is very important. You know, first motivation, then action, then dedication. Then you complete. Therefore, you know, the motivation also so many different ways, you know. Great scope, middle scope, and small scope. That's correct? You can say scopes? Scopes, I know. Then we need to do the motivation for great scope. You know, it's like same people, you know, like some person, you know, think about only their self. Okay, just take care of myself. Some think about, okay, I want to take care of my family members. Someone say, okay, my family, myself, okay, family, fun. I want to take my own country or whole the world. It's true? Which one's better? Yeah, the bigger one's better, right? If, you know, we get some wars, is that wars? They give some, how you say, Nobel Peace Prize, how you say, award? Award. Is anyone get the award to only things to do only your own? Do you hear anything? Can you Google? Can you check Google? Right? We don't hear, right? Then do any person, he or she got the award to only just think about your own family members? Anyone got? Do you heard? Someone said, oh, that's very good, that person very good, they're taking care of their families very well. We would like to offer for you this. Usually no, right? then who, get the words, the taking care of others, like environment, any kind, then they say people recognize for those persons good. It's true. Therefore, this is, the hard they walk, the hard things to walk, and the daily or tired war, how is it? War. Whole tired country or all people, I don't know. Right? Therefore, this is not talk about religion, it's just hard things to people act. This idea is already 2,500 years, Buddha's already taught. Then you have three different scopes. The first scope, think about, okay, I don't want to burn Lam-rim. Still, we don't know what Lam-rim. You can say, the fishes, animals, the birds, I think they are animals. They're really Lam-rim. When the weather is very hot, they have no place to go to. They are not AC. Weather is very cold, they have not heat. Like this, if you think about that way, it's very terrible, right? Like then, then anyway, the only person think about for yourself, okay, I don't want to soften for the three lorums, so therefore I want to do pray, practice, then they go, this, yeah, you just very small boy, small girl, you have not much good thinking. Buddha said this we call small scope. The middle scope is, okay, even I am free from the sufferings for the lorums, but still I am the samsara. Right now we are all in samsara. Are you happy, samsara? No, we have always some problem. We are not serious problem, but we have always something going on, right? Maybe all things are going well one hand, but not the things coming behind that. Like the water, the oceans, ocean waves. Ocean waves never finish. One come here, then another one coming far away. Then other one come far away. Right? Same as that. We have, until we die, let's always we have some challenges. Right? First, when we are kids, the parents control the kids. I don't know, control, not nice word. Like, I'm child, parents always say, do that, don't do that. Just always parents, we are, depend on the parents. And the teachers, you don't want to do homework, but they push you to do homework. Then we are getting, we have problem to what college I can go. You already start, okay, what can I study, what can I learn, who can I pay my lands? You already that. Then when you got that, then you say, okay, where can I get a job? Then you already enter that big samsara. Then you got job, then you also a lot of headaches. Then you're looking for the family. Okay, I need a family. Then you don't know find or the partner where you look for. Right? And then your partner's not same education with you. How you say? You already maybe couple months, couple years, things going on, then you already start problems. And then maybe you want two sufferings. Some people have kid their problems. Someone says, okay, I don't have kid, their problem. Then when you have kid, how kid, before kid come out, you worry, is my kid can able to talk, able to walk, if there's something extra things there, something missing, then, I don't know, most people have to worry that. Then kids come out, also everything's fine. Oh, how about the fingers? Oh, they all hands good. Then until they talk, we are also worried. Can they talk properly? If then they talk, then okay, how can they go to school? Is smart or not? They can who listen to teachers, right? Then they go to college and you worry also, oh, they got, then if you then get job, then they okay, now my kid want to get married, you know. And then you also have to work, then your children doesn't listen you, or you know, like that, just one by one. Until you 80 years old, I think you 80, 90 years old, you are not much to, still in the West is very smart, right? You know, people 90 years old, they're still driving, right? Yeah, still they're driving. Huh? Luck, you know, I say. Like that, always, until you. Usually when we're getting old, like 80, 90 years old, then our mind becomes more, I say, become small. How you call it? Shrink? Yeah, shrink. When we very old people's mind and the children's people, very similar, children's mind, very similar. They forgot everything, then very easy to happy, very easy to sad, like same like children. Anyway, therefore, whole our entire life, we have always something challenges. Therefore, this we call samsara. Because we are in samsara, therefore we are not always comfortable. Then we say, why in samsara? Who pushed you that? Who drove you that? Who forced you that? In Buddhism we say, we did. They say, no, I didn't do that, I don't want that. Some people say, I don't want to come back. It's too much problem. We have no choice. Yeah, many people told me, I don't want to come back this road. There's two problems. But we have no, since we're not able to control our mind, then we have no choice. Are you coming back or not? Right? We have no choice to come back here. You know, like right now we are some females, some males, some animals, some cows, some dogs, some birds. There's no choice. Right? Do you guys choose I become human being? No, we didn't choose. We didn't choose to come back like this. But we call the karma. And then this karma is like way to how you use the dharma word. And if we don't use the dharma word, it's called cost. Tamshi is messaging me. Thank you. I'm technology person. I'm just message for him. I know I'm joking because he's have to translate. You know, he's Nepal. Because I have to talk with him, you know, when we need my English finished, then I can.
How's his mom? How's his mother?
His mother's fun. Yeah. Yeah, what I'm talking here. Yeah, we call cost. When they have cost, then they meet the condition, then the result coming. Even you say, I don't want to call it. Like we put the grass, the seed of the grass, we put the, you know, under the, how's that? Ground. Then the condition, they need water and the weather temperature is good. Then you say, I don't want to grass come back. I don't want. But you already put the seed, its cause. You already put the condition, water, and then, you know, nice temperature. Then your cause and condition, they both here, the result coming. Then Even if we don't want, they're coming. Same is like that. We say, I don't want to come back to this place. It's too problem, too much always. Since I born, I have problems. But there's no choice. How? Because we are the create the karma, or we are the create the cause to, cause for or cause to? Cause to revert same place. It's not we choice, but we are the controlled by delusion, ignorant. Like example, someone hit the someone car. I hope no one car, no one hit. You talk. It's no person's choice hit the other person's car. By the delusion. Maybe he or she doesn't much pay attention, or he falls asleep, or he has too much, what you call, alcohol, something else, something excuse. No purpose like that, the controlled by delusions, maybe like that. Therefore, we don't want to come back samsara. Therefore, I don't want to come back samsara, or other people also want to come back samsara. Like person, things are only taking for your family members, like this moroscope, we can say. Then we say, okay, I don't want to come back to samsara, rebirth of samsara. I want to free from samsara. Therefore, I'm going to do pray, practice, meditation. This we call the middle scope. The great scope is the think about, okay, even I'm free from samsara, doesn't matter, all my family members, friends, all mothers, same is me, too free from suffering, and also to wish to happy all the time. Therefore, in order to benefit all them, I need to free from myself to samsara, achieve enlightenment. Then I'm in enlightenment, and I'm able to help for them. Right now, I'm not able to help, I'm not able to teach, I'm not able to lead them to, from free from samsara. Therefore, benefit all mothers, I want to become Buddhahood. This great scope. We need to think about like that. Right? Like, in the doctors, in order to help or to other person's disease recover, you need to know how to that. You need to so many exams, right? Like things like that. Therefore, we think about in order to benefit all mothers, I want to achieve enlightenment. Therefore, I wish, all mothers are happy, healthy, like that. We need to think about all the time. Okay? Now we do a little bit of meditation, okay? Therefore, benefit from all mothers, I'm doing also meditation like that. Okay? Now, front us, you can, whatever your vision are comfortable, you can Buddha's image or add other image, visualization. Like Buddha's not just only the statue, the real person we call Buddha, someone has a powerful, full knowledge, meditation like that. Then the Buddha also very knowledgeable, very peaceful, very powerful, very happy, visualization like that. Then I also want to, same as Buddha, I want to become like that. I wish. Okay, now we're going to recite Om Mani Padme Hum slowly, couple times, okay? Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Okay. When you meditation also, you can recite some mantras, you can listen your own voice. It's also good to you meditation. Sometimes. Sometimes if you read the Om Mani Padme Hum, mind doesn't go everywhere. Just recite. You can hear your own voice, or you don't hear any voice. Okay, this is a good way. Okay, now I'm going to call Jangchub. He's sending messages. Where are you guys? What are you talking about? Hello.
Take your call, but leave your name
Ah, his message. He's in Nepal. Therefore, last week we worked very well. Hello. Check the young, check the cold. Check the dome. Yeah. This is how you will translate it from the other side of the world.
I'm not here to take your call, but leave your name and a short message, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah. He's calling that it doesn't work. Maybe today not good any internet. Anyway, this is Jangchub. He's Nepal. Everyone knows. But today his internet is not good. He's here.
동무들,
동무다. 내 주민 동무다.
동무들, 니들 미래를 세게 가르쳐.
위로 세션은 대 숙청을.
그래, 가르쳐 왔다. 저러 써야 돼.
세면 돼.
아,
위로 세면 돼. 샤인 드서. This is not technology used for others in the world. connection is not very good. Therefore, no problem.
주번에서 비료를 하셔.
We don't go shash to sir. We don't go shash to sir.
여보 고대.
Go. Do you hear it? Yeah, it's very strong, right?
야. 다 따겠죠. 뭐라?
Can you go to my room to bring the standard? I put something to my phone, put like this. You can come. Okay. Now, what page number? Remember?
480, but compositional factors, name and form.
After that,
307, 308.
number 5.
I think we've done 3 times.
Yeah, 3 we done, 4 done. I think today is 5.
6 senses,
Yeah, 6 senses.
so 311.
Anyone on page number?
Page 481.
Okay. Tamju yoye. Oh, it's very loud.
여보 고대.
Up is so good. You guys hear?
야, 낸덱스.
Yeah.
나 때까지 배트 걸어 대차셔.
La.
배트 걸어 대차셔.
If you want to see Tamju's face, you can see here. Good. Okay? Good. You guys hear? Tamju good.
고대.
This good?
저 고대.
Yeah, good. Pay good. Go on,
대차기도다.
go on, 좋은 통도사.
자도 제도다 거구나.
나도 그 위로 되게. 당가도 가서 땡데로 주니 건 마시네. 다 들이파지 나와 신체 두고 땡데 파지 랩돼서요. 나와 신체 두고 땡데.
됐고. 네. 여보도 고기면 돼.
He's on the maybe. One page number? What page number?
481.
What outline?
바로
Outline 311.
Yeah.
고대다.
Good.
야, 님민도 야고민도.
Outline,
나도 뒤에나 영상 말해.
outline 311. 저 거기다.
고대.
Good. 거기다죠.
직차로 거들어. 내가 저도.
근데 위도 세워다. 위도 세서 오면 더. 위도도 세면 더. 위도 세잖아요.
이게 마당에들로.
식당다. 위도 마당다. Yeah, he called the widow. When widow calls, it was also difficult to hear. Okay? Then the first one is the ignorant, right? The ignorant is the cause of all the problems. Therefore, we need to know. There was 3 causes, then 6 results. I don't know how can we say. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh yeah,
고대다.
다 그거도 다 야도 어디 야도.
내가도 났어.
다 가서가도 말이 반이 아니 미주고 받다 텐데 연락 시시하다 다 들이 나와대 신체 두고 텐데들에서.
And so up to now, we have already talked about the first 4 dependent links, and now today we're going to talk about the 5th one, right? Which is the 6 sources, or 6 senses.
Right. 그래서 다 아니 니나네 아니 말이 받은 대시다 남시 섬대 땅을 좀 배제 길라고 그래서.
And so, among those 12 dependent links, in the first 3, ignorance, the volition or the karma, and the consciousness are the throwing causes, the 3 throwing causes.
다 되니 어디 저와 미주고 텐데 나와 신체 두고 텐데 두바 레베 텐데 담바 초베들라 하는 것도 아니 다 tipin 레벨라 그랬던 레벨.
And then the fourth one, which is name and form link, right? And then the fifth, the sixth senses link, and the seventh, Dumbadra. Dumba Gibabadu.
아니 나와 주파 domba jewa samdala nga 좀 revel agre sin revel.
Then contact and the feelings. So these are all the result. So the actualized results.
아니 티젤라 아니 세파 렘바 수바 삼라 아니 드르지 jel라 그래. 드르지 단 revel 드르지죠.
And then after that, the craving, grasping, and becoming. These three are the actualizing causes.
아니 티젤라 아니 깨와다 아니 개와닐레다 테니가 양 revel 차고 그래. revel.
Then after that, rebirth and aging and death, those two are results again.
그래서 남주 내가도 빼잖아 셋당다 아니 남주 코라서 접당되는 작은 말이에요.
So the sequence in which it is explained in the text and how actually things happen in the real life are a little different.
와 어디지? 근데 이바다 아니 마리베 레사 디가 아니 바차데 남식 된데 샤 아니 텔라 아니 술레스 바슨 거 스탐네 아니 단다 제부투디 좋은 거래.
And so create a cause, with the ignorance, the karma and the consciousness. And so anyway, you create a karma, motivated by ignorance, you create a karma, and the imprint of the karma is left on the consciousness. And when that karma, the imprint of the karma is activated by the three, the craving, grasping, and becoming, then you experience these, the results, the six results.
아니 다 된적은 레베기 아니 레베도 간이 접버서나 아니 소소가 쳇을 레 사탄라 되는 알아기 그래.
So how do we experience these results? And it depends on how we have created the karma in these lives.
배낭 알아서 또 멋져만 배제 레 직사요치. 아니 배나 다깔로도 배나 쳇저만 배제 레 직사 레니 사요와이 나 스페 차샤와이 나.
So for example, if you have created a karma to be born as a dog or karma to be born as a human being.
Who like to born dog? No one, right? 근데 다 대니가 아니 시가라가 다는 스트레스 받은 거 시답고 요래. 대라라래. 시답나라래.
And so which karma which of these two karma is going to ripen? Depends on which of these two karma are activated, by grasping, craving, and becoming at the time of death.
난 다 대가 아니 레니가 슉치주 찍바 임바나 레니가 톱치주 찍바나 시가라가 아니 찍바 임바이나 레사타 찍바 사요와이나 아니.
So so even if you have these two karmas very similar, strength wise, or power wise, if it's the same.
뭐다 당보 레 가를 쓰다마다 레 톱치종으로다 레 가기 톱치와이나 톱치는 그냥 또 중앙에 질라 쓰다고 그래서 봐. 당보대 톱치종.
And so even if they if they are exactly same strength, the power of the karma are about exactly same, then it depends on which one is created first. So whichever is created first, will be ripened.
아니 대체마 티나가야 다 공식강 공박강 쳐야 되는 거였어 봐.
And of course that depends on which one you are more familiarized with.
오케이. 근데 이제 다 시타를 가말라pen 한간도 스트레스 받으면 되게 시타고 그래 시타 답답한데.
And so how it gets activated, is through the three, the actualizing causes. Those are craving, grasping, and becoming.
다시 다 스트레스 받는데 홀이 오르다 단당이면 뺀다고 시샤와이나 단당 알아서 jel라야 마리페 레사 레지 바차 간도 남시든 단당가도 샤샤요 단가도 샤샤요.
And so, just to give you an example, actually the more detailed explanation will come later, but just to give you an example. So for example, like, we create a karma, motivated by ignorance, we create a karma, and the imprint of that karma is left on our consciousness.
그래서 단당가도 jel라 레나므라 빼 마모사샤요.
And so every karma that we have created motivated by delusion, is the imprint of that karma is left on our consciousness. So we have all sorts of imprints of the karmas in our consciousness. And so therefore we have a karma, we have created karma to be born in every 6 realms, and in every realm, to be born in every realm.
Do you think we already create the cause to all 6 realms? I say we don't know. You say we don't know, right? In the Takazu Nazo Hagman, Gajangazu Sayores, Sayotende Sayore.
So yes, we definitely have created those karma, all the karmas, all kind of karmas, to be born in any of the 6 realms. Of course, we don't know, but we have definitely created the karma.
다 드니 레사이다 땅 안조 빼나 시가 라가야 안조 빼 슬레스 바섬데 다 시가 라가 게 거레스 디가 고딸 내가 지금 놓고 차대요 와.
So the craving, grasping, and becoming manifests at the time of death. So that is the one that activates the karma or the imprint of the karma.
땅 안조 누가 올라는 빼나 샘체로 세요나 아니 샘체데 생에데 아니 세비캅 다 세차와데 빼나 action of some younger was something of Segiwana.
And so, for example, if we are creating a karma or engaging in action of killing an animal, and then sumtikarsa. So there is a person who is killing.
And then the action checker was Segerwa.
So that's the action of that person of killing.
And that's the Tayukala Chilegra, that's one of Shikaji.
And so then after you have killed, you gain some kind of feeling, right? After you have killed.
Then the tongue Tangazo Keoma, Benangazo Nasa Duat and Shon, Tangazo Shizari, Samakalaya, and Susu Libola Chapaji, Tanga Libon the Tanya Madus and Susugus. That I'm the Lipo, I'm the Susu Linda Chapaji.
And so, for example, if one is very attached to one's body, then at the time of death, one will be very, have a very strong attachment towards one's body, thinking that one's going to be separated from it. And so I don't want to be separated from it. I'm going to be separated. So thinking like that, one would have the craving for one's body.
And tell us Sepalaga, Sepa.
And so that's called craving.
When a kanji thin digger and leader Tram and Dubiga, the niggas Twashuchimu, tell us Sepalaga, Teshalaga.
So there's a strong feeling of not wanting to be separated from it. So that's called a craving.
That Tindigo Tova the Shuk Church, that Chamber, that Kasingan dead of Travaina and Maumba and Kiva Kanji Leona, some toy leggers, tell a lamba like this.
So then you get fear thinking that if I'm separated from this body, then what kind of rebirth I'm going to have, what kind of body in the future I'm going to have. So that's called grasping.
And the Dandangazota Mijiko Seri was some just saying the course that station become no based on where.
And so that's like similar to like the person who is killing at the time when he is killing the animal.
That Jilaya, that Siba the Lambani push in ya, that Javashima Lencho share, Telaning on Spa like this, Spa.
And so they're forced by these two, the craving and grasping. One is now very ready, to be born in the next life. So when you have very strong, feeling for the next life, and a very strong karma to have that next life, that's called becoming.
What the each other the Tambo Semchi Coseta party to us. Says that typically most energy on called legally sets up a Kangodo. This on the order of Tambo and the Maribongo less, major part of Namshit in the Sha, Koyonchos, and the Tene. And make it less about Tamalagachin Kosochade.
And so it's just similar, to like the person who is killing the animal. So he comes and then he grabs the animal and he's engaged in that action of killing. And then after killing, he generates this strong feeling of maybe like enjoyment or rejoicing and so forth. So just like that, when motivated by ignorance, one engages in the action. Or karma, creates karma, and then the imprint of that karma is left unconscious. And at the time of that, that consciousness, that imprint, left on the on consciousness, will be activated by these three: craving, grasping, and becoming.
그래. 근데 다 되기 아니 다 스페 변나 주지바스 단다 스피드 거 저와 스피드인데 저바다다 가다데 신이 다 저와셔만 인소 샤도 그랬어.
And then, so the moment one has that,
다 바도 로드고 다 바도 가지다 네 시당다 바도 로고 그러나 다데 바도 좀 간지 시당 로다로 오셔겠다. 근데 바도 자고 가샤도 이나 레사와 싸고 마다 되가라.
네. 다들 되는 거 렌처 살았어.
다 렌처죠 다고 저와 렌처 사용 다 레와 렌처 저와 렌처 간지.
Yeah. So then, so once you have that becoming, then you're already, ready, to go into the next life already, to conceive into the next life. So of course you do go through the bardo, the intermediate state, but you already, so it doesn't mention about the part, of the intermediate. But anyway, so when you have this becoming, you're already, very ready, to be conceived into next life, next rebirth.
아니 다드네 넥스레블레가 아니 마잉가 인소 샤네 데네 다는 가서 메즈다 신체 주다 아니 레바나 초와데 다 줄로파 마트면 해란서 초와데 온 거예요.
And so once we have conceived into the next rebirth, then we develop all these other links, like the link of the name and form, the six senses, contact, feeling, and so forth.
아니 데네 마시로 마체다는 가서 제외된데 사트 제외된데 트바다 게와서 트용 거랬어. 데다 텐데로 주니도.
And then after that, so soon after we are born, soon after we are conceived into the womb. So the birth starts at the time when we were conceived in the womb, and so that's called the dependent link of birth, of rebirth, and then in the second moment of the rebirth, then it's the aging. The aging starts from the second moment of rebirth.
Okay. Any questions? Yes.
You said a few times that the feeling, the part where craving and grasping are, is similar to the feeling that one is left with after they kill. I did not get the link.
가르쳐.
Can you explain a little bit more?
아니, 다기 가서 세파단 레바스에서 세파단 레바스 디디는 저런 다이 심지어 두루세야 데 배샤선스 티모라 야불 하고 마선사.
다등이 다 빼나 오래다 빼나. 다 샘제데 코다 간지 건조 세야 타체다로 와가지 코세 코나레 코라세 타체다로 와서.
So this is just an example, right? So, for example, the person has already decided, to kill the animal.
Maybe that's not a very good example. 다도 코세와라 코 생이지 그거래 생이되고 코 내가지 제고로 와서 차단고로 와.
So in order to kill, there has to be a person who kills, and then there has to be action of killing.
다 가르쳐는 배나 담보 되게 되게 생에도 강사들인 tre바지로 냠도 투어지로 다 텔레페나 담보 스파로 배차잖아. 군냠.
So first, then the person meeting, the person and the action coming together, right? The action of killing. And the person who kills, is the example of craving.
And 대차위질라 아니 가려서나 다고 너와나 시간으로 가와트나 대트네 그 미신데 내 초초 셔셔요 와서 바지 내가 다리치야죠 미신데 내내 지치 다리치야요 아니 대가라 아니 렘바샤
티슈어스 두라
티슈마다 슈가 티체가 비비다 렘바 스파타마데 레타와 가지 티체 제 초초로 이렇게 차셔왔는데 단다 렘바서 차리 그러스.
And so the person, coming in a meeting with the act of killing, when they come together, that's called the craving. And when he's ready to kill, like he's almost, like he's, wield his sword or whatever he's using to kill, when he's ready to do that, at that time it becomes the grasping.
It's
the same as grasping, so not becoming, same as grasping.
It's not clear.
So if I
maybe a different example. Okay, if the killing is maybe not nice too. But 안도 내 주소 용어 잘 지나 지나도 담보표게 다그 나고는 알아서 인데 용어가 그 나도 다시 살아 봐 나고는 같은 산인도 인삼샤로 와.
So, for example, when you plan to come to the center. You already have this plan made from a night before, right? So from last night, you already thought about going to the center.
다 되게 내가 가는데 때 담보대 세계 머리반 말 레샤 머리반 남시 대투들 코테린 슬레스 받는 다 단어 쇼게 야 라웨네 라네 다 들인가 추송 로고 요서 막 끊어줘요 와서 수수 야 라네 지 쇼자 마도 지 수부터 지여와 텔라스 파사데 페나오 데 셔던 솔무다나 카가다야 세파사데 페자로 자전데 그래서
So you already had that thought, so that thought is like the ignorance, so with the motivated by ignorance, you engage in the action like that. So this morning you get up and then you say, oh, I have to go to the center. You develop the wish, wanting to go to the center, and that's like the craving.
다들 그래. 다 뒤주들다 안에 갈아서 수부트 아니 간진 로초조 된초조로 돼요.
And then you prepare yourself, right? You get ready. You wash, you eat your breakfast, and you put on clothes, or dress up, and you're very ready to get out of the house, go into your car. So that's that part, right?
단다 모란 로메와치 다 나는마 돈으로 제거 싫어.
제가 모든 아주 좋지거든.
모란 들을 제거 다 텔라 안에 스파 렘바세데 마치 렘바세데.
So you are ready to get into the car, to come. So that is grasping.
다 모타는 좋지 모타비가 스타체로 다 뭐니 건 좋은 것으로 봤다. 아니
And then from there you get into the car and you start your car and now you're ready to drive, right?
오 디가블라 아니 다 아니 세바세 차도로 다 간이 타마치 세바.
So at that time it's like a becoming.
오케이. 가는 로초조 땅 로초조 그 모타 고제다 그 누구 내면 가래 이게 브레이크 내면 말하면 로초조로 왔어. 다 디데는 담아대 세바세.
다 도야 말아.
다 로요 말 가지 로초조다 다 로초조.
So you haven't gone yet, right? So you haven't gone yet. You're about to go. You're about to go. You just have to press the power button, or you just to start up the car, and then press the brake pedal, and maybe shift your gear. So that becoming like a becoming.
That's a little clear. Petera, that's a page. Tanga 12 again.
So that's the example. Now we get into the meaning.
Okay. 당안도 단대절이야. 당안도 가르쳐서 양주 미지알 배에 쌓여와시라. 미지와 바 시샤시로와.
And so, for example, now at this time, you have created a karma to be born as human being again.
그래서 단단 안주절 미지와 배지게 레사셔. 안도 단단 무차대요와.
So we have created a karma to be born, as a human being, and now we are human being, right?
다 단단 안주절 소수 루포라 차바슈 침보죠.
And so right now we have a very strong, attachment, attached to our body, right?
Okay. And telangado sepala 그래.
And so that is called a craving.
다 되게 안에 삼수대 당아서 시간을 가지고 가는 로요를 간지. 소수 루포라 차바데.
And so that that craving, stays until we're about to die.
그래와 다 소소변은 다 소소 자네 자 소소 시와 타 집에 가려야 당가 제와 시마데 간지래 와서 수상가서 삼도 드릴래 그래. 가 풍부 간지래 나서 잡 드네 제월래 그래.
And so when we are 100% sure, that we're going to die, then we get this thinking that what kind of rebirth I'm going to have in the future.
Okay. 아니 텔라 렘바라 그래. 렘바.
And so that would be a grasping.
Okay. 다 이게 스파가 막 포셔지 마진에 다 제와시 막 간지래는 잡아 대니 냠돌 줘발라 때네 다안 다당가서 모양조 제와인다 네메가 아니 샘지 파차는 마리벨레 레지 파차 남지 메지 앞에 레달라 아니 다 스탑 촉촉 대니자 냠돌은 핀 비게 다 그러 마 제와레 촉촉으로 그나 냠소자 촉촉 이거 갑라 아니 세파라 그래서.
And so forced by these two, because of having created karma through the ignorance and left the imprint in the consciousness, and then when forced by these two, rebirth, the craving and grasping, and then you're like almost, about, to have, the next rebirth.
A little clean. 다 마찬가지 좀 되나 실록셔. 저도 차상 마치 lok셔다. 스 베나 쭈찌마도 먹고 대마도 실록셔다. 됐으면 도. You can read
Yeah, let's read all.
from 5 to 11. Then you can make more clear.
I have one question, Geshe.
Okay.
You said that when you used the example of coming to the center,
Yeah.
you said that was ignorance.
Yeah, the example like ignorance.
The example.
Ignorant already pushed to a long time, You just this. I'm not saying this is ignorant. You're coming to center ignorant. I'm not saying like that.
Right. So I'm trying to understand how that.
But tingado tig lega chedanjero, lega chedanjero. Tedo penro sama kya kora nge maribar lagyo marta.
So, like, motivated by ignorance, you create a karma, right? So, in order to create a karma, you have to have some thought, some motivation, and depending on what kind of karma you create. So, if you create a bad karma, it's always, motivated by delusion, and so of course, by the ignorance. And so that's like you have to have a motivation anyway. So, motivation to do something, right? And so, when you want to come to the center. You will not just come to the center. You think of coming to the center first, then you will come to the center. So coming to the center, the act of coming to the center is motivated by the thought wanting to go to the center.
Okay? It's not say this is the ignorant. You got it? I think so. Can you make a little clean then? You have any? Pecha chana nganzo bena chuzolon drogo sambe kuno de machi bena chuzolon drogi shawa mate ben ngenda te yong kuno de gogro.
So before you come to the center, you have to have the thought wanting to come to the center, right?
아니 때 차다 샤고로 텐도 삼소 여와지 강가고 대 나시기 베나 가르소도 미기 년소 샤와라 년소 샤와라 아니 년소 가와 자다마지 레드 ngama 사사 그런 거 레 사면 년소 샤사요 말이스.
And so like that, so when you create a karma, usually, the karma, there has to be a motivation or cause, wanting to create that karma, and then that cause is always, for the karma, is always the ignorance. So if you have not created a karma caused by delusion, then you will not be reborn. There's no way, you can be conceived without having created a karma, and which is motivated by ignorance.
Okay, they make more compass. Yes.
So everything we do is, we're here in samsara because of ignorance.
Oh, yes.
That's the first.
Yeah, the
That's
first.
the first link.
Yeah,
So that has to start there.
just start that.
Okay.
Yeah, we need that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whether it's positive or negative.
yeah, positive or negative. We already we say with a good motivation to that, but the man behind that also always ignorant. 코어케야 레데 다 도모 마리바 맨은 코어케.
코어케야기 레디 야부이나레 노자나 디리다 녀모베 꾸네랑 거라스. 녀모베 꾸네랑 마치 거라스 그래.
간제 마리바데 끝내놓는 연구였대. 고스케 말고 그 연구다 용용하러 그래.
야 마리바 꾸네 말하나 되는 건저 겨와도 미교게 사요 말아 코어케지.
레천 사고 말해. 레천 사고 말해. 반당 간조 강아 지와데 차상 마리벨레 짠제 끊는 마리바 짠제 셔대요.
Yeah, so any cause you create to be born in samsara has to be motivated by ignorance.
Okay? Yes.
I'm just saying that because we conceive of things as inherently existent, that's why it's ignorant.
Yeah.
Even though they actually benefit people.
Yeah. Even we have benefit people, but behind that we are even we say, oh, there's nothing exists inherently, but behind that we are very strong. Right. Even we say if we know, but still they have something very strong one, we cannot just get up, just stuck here. Roma to bena tomiga dances and other said you Chen-mo kaje big mantowachi any gazo jarde joro yor was.
So that ignorance is always there. Whenever we create some kind of karma to be born in sacristan, it's always motivated by the ignorance, which is very strong. Yet
다 똥반지 때 가리 또 와이나 아니 머리바디 그래 레사바 조로 레 사고 말했어.
So whenever you have realized emptiness directly, then there will be no, creating of karma through ignorance.
Okay, yeah, Julia.
So craving and grasping can also be associated with positive action?
가르로?
the sebada lambaji dera. 더 기회 내라데 자초라서 그래.
다 단다데 조조가 동 코와께와 레닝은 코와께와 렌다다 제도 여러 봤어. 코알 가리케는 아니 코다 다진다고 제와나 코 인지미지 셀레스반데 제고 말어 아니 레다 몰놈도 안 되게
덴돌레키 아치 미다
어다 데르 제 강간 대장장 우리 강간 코알 깨 신신데 내 제고
Yes, you can apply that, to the positive action, as a cause to be born in the upper realm, as a human god or demigods.
빼나 나도 밀치었다 나도 미 덴도로 와서 나도 미치와는 더 하나 찍어 나도 단단 코알 내대다 코알 더 하나 찍어 그랬어.
So, like for example, we're supposed to be like, to be born as a human being is supposed to be a higher realm, happier realm, right? But the karma there here is still motivated by ignorance. And then, you have to have the craving and, at the time of death, to be born in upper realm also.
예배는 땅어도 안에 지금 자와가 보면 시세하다. 지금 따뜻히 신감들이로. 근데 제가라 내 제고 말다대. 고알 제고 말했어. 대고 안에 무병 제로 그래.
So as long as you are taking birth in cycle existence, then it has to be motivated by ignorance, and then there has to be the craving, grasping at the time of death, to be born there. But if you're like, if you're going to be born as born in a pure land, like the Buddha Amitabha's pure land, then then you don't have to go through that.
Okay. Okay. Now we can read. Then you have more questions. Yeah. Can you read from 4 to 11?
5 to 11.
Yeah, 5 to 11. 5 to
So
5,
it's
5 to
six
10.
senses,
5
right?
to 10. 5 to 10. It's very short. Then not so many. Okay. Can you read?
Yeah.
Start from 5. Yeah. Oh?
311,
Yeah, 311. Once the six sense faculties, the eyes, the ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, have formed, this link only applies as long as one still cannot discriminate between objects whenever a certain object, a faculty, and the sensory consciousness are present. The physical and mental faculties are said to exist from the period of initial fetal development, with the example of a transformational rebirth into the two inferior realms, the desire and form realm. The name and form link the link of the sixth sense occurs simultaneously. In the formless realm, there are only the name link and the link of the mental sense. There are no link of form or of the five physical senses. Contact. Once the previous link has been formed, the potential object, the appropriate faculty, the appropriate sense consciousness are present, and the touch that is interact as well. One can then discriminate between pleasant, unpleasant, and neutral objects. This is the contact link. Feeling. The contact link serves as the condition for the development of one of the three types of feelings: happiness, suffering, or equanimity. For example, we develop happy feeling on meeting with the pleasant object. Craving, is wanting not to be separated from the happy feeling. It is also wanting to be separated from suffering and clinging to this separation. We can also crave that our equanimity does not decline. Feelings are said to serve as subsidiary cause for the development of craving. This should be understood to mean that ignorance is present, that contact that serves as contributory factor for the feeling that then occur, which is turn produce craving. So when we do not have ignorance, we may still have feeling, yet craving will not develop. Grasping. Our craving increases, so we desire the object and become attached to it. There are four types of grasping. Grasping at the essential is being attached to the objects of the senses. Grasping at view is being attached to all evil views except the view that equates the self with the perishable. Grasping at ethics and modes of behavior is being attached to inferior ethics as modes of behavior linked to evil views. Grasping at assertion that there is a self is a fondness of notion of true existence. It is fundamentally a fondness for the view of equating with the self with perishable aggregates, becoming, in the past, the composition of factors link implemented the instinct of some karmic actions into the consciousness. Craving and grasping activates this instinct, which then becomes potent enough to throw one into a body in a future rebirth.
Good. It's a little clean. There is a tandanganzo sepa lemba samba samdo tan de pap kind of pushing it over, pushing lagadoption, pushing it over.
And so these three, craving, grasping, and becoming, are like the cause, that causes or pushes the things to happen. So these are called actualizing causes.
Yes, question.
So this seems to indicate that our karma that we develop not only influences the things that happen to us, but the things that we end up doing. Is that right?
Can you say that again?
So I had always thought of karma as being, the causes for things or setting the conditions for the things that happen to us. So if I do something evil in this lifetime, something evil might happen to me in a future lifetime. But this seems to indicate that karma also motivates the actions that I do in the first place. So it might sort of motivate me to be evil, or I feel like I'm not saying this.
No, the karma doesn't motivate you. The one that motivates you is the delusion or the ignorance.
Ignorant.
Habitual pattern, though?
That's part of the karma. That's part of the
Isn't karma your habitual pattern?
So the karma.
Can you a little bit loud that he can hear you? Yeah.
Are you saying that your own actions will, like you're repeating the same habit?
Yeah, because your karma creates you to do a certain action because out of habit, because if you're habitually doing something over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, the result similar to the cause, they call that.
Right, the result similar to the cause, I guess that's what we're talking about.
더 코너 가서 유통기 되고 시거다. 유통기 되고 줘라. 유통기 되고디 배랑 가서 그만 레지 시거라. 레 제전이거든. 되게 따라 들라 겁시잖아. 다 저마야 제 내가 대학교 제도 오라면서. 그래서 단단 저마 제도하게 내가 저거 줘라. 제도하게 내가 줘라. 디디 그만 제접은 얘기 다제 겁시 차게 내가 줘라. 디디 다 대주를 쓰고서 뭐 봐줘.
디질라고.
다들 그만 제대야 줘라. 제대야지 먼저 저어라. 레라. 근데 레디 다 꿀롱스나 다 주스 차르고서 쓰고서.
근데 라다 말에 간지 소소라 강 곰체와 디가 왕기 딱 간지 텔레테네 레 마사로 그랬대. 레텔레 마사. 텔레 마테사는 야 데부타로 좀 거예요.
그래. 그거는 가서 유통기 되고 있어야 되라.
그냥 가서 준비주 되어서와야나 배나 가로.
근데 유통기 되고 줘라. 되게 줄라 가셔 그래.
다 준비주 되어 시다도 말이 바라와. 이나 다 준비주 되어나 배나.
유통기 되고 줄라. 냐마 다다 레디 샤워라. 레 마무슈 체대 줘라. 레 양조는 체대 줘라. 데레 레기 전에 데레 거 유통기 되고도 차거라.
제가 코텔 고마 마이다 디고 전등 되어 양주 쳐본 거라 봐.
그래. 다들 콤바데 레라 다들 가지.
다 레더래.
레라 데다 이나다 다다디 데다 유통기 되고들 꿀롱 징게데 레드레기 말이 보들.
끊어 지게도 말이 받으래. 끊어 지게도 말이 받. 끊어 지게 말이 받을 때는 양주 고체 주거라 봐. 끊어 또 말이 받아야 돼.
So the main motivator is ignorance. And the ignorance, then you create that action again and again, and that makes you familiarize with that. And then so you are so familiar with that even in the future, you keep on doing that because of being habituated with that. So the result, that corresponds to the cause. The cause of the result that cause, is action, but that is motivated by ignorance.
배나 나도 보고 꼬마자야 되게 좋아해나. 꼬마자야 딱 토미가 코너지 땅랑 가지고 되게 쪄지네. 딱 가디나 꼬마자가 차서 버려.
이나도 꼬마자가 삼아져 고라.
근데 삼바데 그 가디나 찌는 거를 딱 찌야 가지고 놈이 그때.
맞아. 그 삼바스 걸 가서 딱 그만큼 야보에서 삼바시라더라.
배나 데리고 꼬마자로 와. 다 데가지 끄고 삼바지로 와. 배나 데리러 와서 그 가디나 데리 다 데가지 끄고 삼아나 데리 제 데링이 뒤에 말 때는 데리 그만 잡아다 이나 되게 또 두산에 어디 공만 짱 쇼다는데 뒤온 거 들어와.
그래, 더 장난 쇼데 꼬마라다.
제가 짱 쇼와도 말이 바로.
꼬마꼬에 장난 쇼데라다. 코나도 지나다 꼬마꼬에 거란데 내 꼬마꼬에 유책을 써.
언제 말 그만 좀 말해.
내 유튜브거든. 유다 통과서 거라.
저는 텀바데 가나고 엄마 양한테 꼬마 뭐 먹거든. 단다 양이 그 대든 라오다 꼬마 꾸대가다 그 진짜 데려와.
네.
근데 제왕 엄마 그 속만 못 제등이나 그 제와 심을 속만 못 제등이 그 제로 가나 그 엄마 대든 라오 제로 그래서.
네. So when when you are habituated in killing, then it becomes killing, like stealing. So when someone says I want to steal, because he's habituated with the stealing, so he's used to God in stealing, and therefore he wants to steal. So he's taught, this result is corresponds to the cause. Just like you killed, but still now you want to also steal and kill. So that result comes from that cause. Wanting to kill. But that is motivated. That has to be motivated by ignorance or the wrong view or wrong thoughts.
Okay.
But one more thing.
Yeah.
Even if it's habituated from ignorance, the point is that there is a conscious choice that we all have to break that pattern, right?
가서
더 계신 것더 말이 보게 군에 랑바 이나야 나라도 남과 열어서 그러다 보나서나.
what we can choice.
At every given moment,
Yeah.
even if I
Yeah. I think yeah. We
맞아
have
남과도 열어 이나다 가서 뒤 올라 숙침부침 보이나 내가 가서 남과도 가서 라카가 말아.
제가 가도 남과 열다 이나는 가도 남과데 남 도고 말해서 그거 가나 그 짱만 효체라.
We do have a choice. We do have a choice, but either we don't want to choose that way, or we don't know, and then we just go with that.
When alcohol, some person alcohol. He or she has choice. You stop or not, but you're not able to stop that because you're so much
Habituated.
Yeah. 드리는데 다 오늘 드리는데 당가도 좀 짱마 좀 소요 말서 되는 말이 짱마 소요 요래 된다. 당가도 레라고 제도고 말해서 가는 마음 검사봐야.
So does that mean that we cannot clear it at all? No, it doesn't. We can clear it, but it's difficult because we're so heavily habituated with that.
For example, alcohol is also like that person with alcohol, then they go to the therapists, the social workers, they take medicine. So many different ways, they become one day just complete different person because he or she did a lot of actions. Same to that also. We right now, yes, we have choice. You want to create bad karma or not. But today, dampa the yore what the yeman tanganzo chama hurchera chen dam togo mare.
So yeah, we do have a choice, but because of being so heavily habituated with that, it becomes very difficult.
Tredada nganzo go tande kala ya nyomo go nyemi la samlo ta ane ngubo go netala samlo ta ane chi ane tande yabu ane chi gebe pheyon da tomba ni tala samlo mabo ta wa yena ane nganzo nyema chi sem chi ngonde chi ta sem chi sari chadi ya chu nganzo ngundo senchi ane yabu tende yoma yore.
And so right now, we are very strongly habituated with all these negative actions. But if we keep on studying and meditating, and like meditating on emptiness, and then eventually, when this becomes clear, then we can be in those habits of creating negative karmas again and again.
Okay. Yes. Any other question? Yes. Yeah.
So, what if the person is addicted to alcohol or whatever? What if the craving to be healthy, to be well, to not indulge in that kind of behavior, say, so that craving has to be greater than the craving for alcohol in order for it to work, but that's still a kind of craving, isn't it?
What do you say? Karsa mo? Chukozwa.
It's craving for alcohol.
So it's attachment is in, so you're
You are the very desire for the alcohol.
But the will to
No?
be well, to be free from that.
Oh, okay, okay.
It has to
아,
be
다 가서 내부 영역에 더버져.
stronger than
내부 영역에 세바를 쓰고 왔어요.
so, or whatever the addiction is. So, is that not a kind of craving too?
Kalse?
You mean the craving to be well and craving to the alcohol?
To lead a good life, to be free of the alcohol.
Okay, I see. 다 가서 내부 영역에 더 세바져라. 내부 영역 세바다, 내부 영역 세바다. 근데 다 가서 창통하게 방에게 세바져라. 창통대하고 면도 창통에 두자래죠. 창도 방국도 쓰면 세바져거라. 다 창통에 방에 내부 영역에 세바져라. 그래서
Semba.
다 창통하게 방에 내부 영역에 더바져라. 이 세바래서.
Ale separe, ale. Tate.
세바래서 더바디. 대대 더바디. 내가 내부 영역도 쓰면 더바져라. 내가 창방에서 직접 사와져라.
Teo separe do redena. Ko seba duwa de mari. Koshina tele chi cha cha yorwa.
Yes, it is. It's the craving. Is is your desire. You want to be that way. You want to be well. So therefore you want to abandon, drinking, and that's of course a desire. So it's a craving in a way. It is a craving, but it's for craving for good thing.
Yeah, 되게 잡아대 콜랑과 야부치도 그러와.
So that kind of craving takes you in a good road, on a good path, right?
다 차라 잡이 찬 통이 차가 롤 잡아 되게 다 잡아 뒤 콜랑과 누가 파티로 그러와.
So alcohol and be free from alcohol. They both are wanting, but one wanting takes you, in the bad road, and one wanting takes you in the right road, so good road. So that, therefore, him being wanting, but the result is different, totally different, right?
Yes, just for you.
So the craving that we're talking about in these links is conditioned by feeling, right? So feeling is the cause, and so would it matter then how strong the feeling is? And so by the time you have craving, it's how strong that is because of the feeling.
그래 다 들게 소화들려 그러고 간지 소화지 가래 임바나 소화텔라 차한데 봐 소화도 쉬는데 봐 소화도 냥데 봐 근데 소화도 참는데 봐 간지 소화려기 그래서 간지.
Yes, so you have this feeling, 당하자 소화대와 다음에도 받아. 가서 소화대와 태도 받아. 소화동화다 태메도 받아. 달도 받아. 근데 도바죠. 근데 도바들은 아주 세바스 거라다.
미야다 세발라들다 세바세데.
소화대와 딱 아주 소화고 거라다.
간지 소화지 그래 간지 소화면은 그거 다들 그 따님이 뜻가로 땅밑에 소화.
Yeah, you have to have the feeling. Yeah. You have to have the feeling. So just like it says, the feelings are said to be the subsidiary cause, for developmental of craving. So you have to have that feeling, wanting to have a good feeling and not wanting to have a bad feeling. So you have to have that feeling. Without that, you will not have the craving.
근데 소화면은 가도 전에 레조 사도면 맥힌 딱 공기 좀 하자고 그러고.
So if you don't have a feeling, then you will not be able to move and create karma.
그러나 칼라 산데고 소화 아니 지 칼라 뇨 산데고 소화 둘로 전되고 소화 다지 간지 건강 너되고 소화 건강 내게 그래.
So the feeling to have less food or feeling to have a warm clothes and all this they all have this feeling.
But feeling in that it says that in the absence of ignorance, you can have feeling that won't cause craving. So if you had like an arhat that could have feeling without craving, right?
그래서 다 좀었어.
다 좀 받아서라 더 좋아 매베 가서 너바 용식을 했어.
제대로
세바. 좋아 매바로 세바 용식을 했어.
소화 매버 세바 시오 말 가지 야만나 소화는 이제 샘지 동아다 잔데고 소화이래 그래 돼야 되는데야 그 가 용거로 올려서 액션 가가이래 그러와.
So you will have the feeling. So this is difficult to point, at something, with as a craving without a feeling.
Yes, can you read that of something there?
It just says, so when we do not have ignorance, we may still have feelings, yet
Ale mariba mena tsowa yojan sepa me.
Tsowa yojan.
Ale le mariba meba ena.
Tsowa yojan.
제가 니가 가서 좋아하셔도 나도 니가 좋아하게 세봐요 말했어요. 단단 가서 라데도 코안 코타전에 셔도 그러.
네.
뭐 산지를 좋아래. 좋아 맨나 아니 세봐 여봐야나야 아니 가로 좋아 마리바 맨나 좋아 여자 아니 세봐요 말했어. 될 세바책 말했어.
네.
대대 셔도 대 단단 가서 랍데도 코안 코타전에 셔면 산지 좀 더 좋아 여러 얘는 대대 산지가 단단 세바책이면 어디
the Seba Yongwala Tsoa Goddess, Tsoa Yoshi Sama Seba.
Yeah, exactly that.
So, like it says, when you may have a feeling, even if you don't have the ignorance, you may still have feeling, but doesn't mean that doesn't have to have a craving, right? So, if there's a craving, there has to be a feeling. There has to be a feeling if there is craving. But every feeling that you have doesn't have to be craving. Like Buddhas have feeling too, but they don't have the craving.
But for ordinary beings,
yeah, of course. Here they talk about only the ordinary beings. Also, how you will rebut the samsara. It's not talking about the Buddha, Therefore. 딱 가도 저 시찬이 거야. 다디 바라바라다 지치나 야 샤초거 봐. 요새 바로. 시찬이다 아니 좋아요와는 가로.
말아 세바 여발라 차고레스. 얘는 저여는 세바 여에 책 말아. 먼저 줄라 이나야.
다야 시단도 저거야. 다 가도 지치나 딱디로 따와야나 야 요미 오시기로 와. 시찬에도 아니 좋아요나 세바 아니 세바이나 좋아 강가래 영어로 와.
그래서 저여는 세바 버렸어.
야. 시찬이. 시단게 찬이.
Yeah. So in general there will be craving if there's a feeling and there will be feeling if there's a craving. In general.
Do you have any chozo leg do apena? Chowayo baji seba meba. Seba baji chowayo chansu gandu jela yongdo sha chungdo chu.
So can you think of some instance where you have a feeling but you don't have craving?
Yes.
Can you think of an example?
Like getting a job, you're happy.
제가 될 seba do. 저 ninja do.
But you have the craving there, right?
가나 대라 잡아 내그래. 내가 대라 잡아 내그래.
So because you get that attachment, attached to your job.
It seems like the craving piece comes from the attachment to the benefits in this lifetime. That's why when you were talking about like an arhat, like somebody who might not have ignorance, it seems like you can have a feeling of perhaps regret to see another sentient being that's suffering, but there's not a craving element to it because that being presumably is aware that that feeling, or that state of that sentient being changes over the next lifetime. Whereas I might look at a suffering being and feel a great desire, craving to help because I'm focused on this lifetime. If that makes sense.
가세?
당아도 그 세바이나 체디기 좋아라 세바지고 그랬어. 근데 다좀부터 솔로스 건조 세바이어 말해서 가서는 건조 좋아요도 세바이어 말 가서는 걸어서 녀모 체디고 삼당가 말했어. 근데 건조 녀모도 대사했어. This is the 세바이어 말했어. 그러다 좋아요 세바이어 있나? 다 체디가 차베 좋아지고 그랬어. 체디기 좋아라 차베 세바지고 그랬어. 체디기 서로와라 차베 세바이나
제대 고 말이야. 야다는 가도 스텔레스 바스음기 세이도와 아니 네가 세바세야데 아니 렘바세야데 시당 세바임발라 아니 간지 세바 슈체이라고 와서 대고 내 제와 심이 보다 자들이야.
So then, of course, again, when we talk about the craving, then after that we talk about the grasping. So grasping is more intense and a more stronger feeling. So the craving, you have the feeling, and then you get an even stronger feeling, and that's called grasping.
Okay, it's good, but good. You also thinking this very good. You can think that okay, well, which one first, which one said, very good for you exercise your mind. Okay, caution, yeah.
So, is all negative action, neutral action, and positive action fall under the actualizing causes? What about if you meditate and you have no physical
가서
You're talking about the actualized cause?
Yes.
So what are we talking about when you say actualized cause?
Is the karma that you create, like negative,
Yeah.
positive, and neutral actions all fall under these actualizing causes?
No, the matida mara.
그래.
먼저 the le sounds le ngaza gyole mi gyole da de luma tengi le tu tsangma ane karsa da ngaza dubjegi gyuchaga rewes gorda. dubjegi gyu.
말 될거 같아. 배제길래 말이 봐. 배제길래도 두고고 드시길래 말은 배 내 차대가 와.
더 가는 다 디스 dubjegi 인지미지 디스 뭔거라.
늦을래도 데서 마치 데서 뭐 늦을래.
다 먼저 다 gyole mi gyole da luma tengi le tu tsangma da penjele chagara.
제단 고알랑 그건 배제길래 차대로 와.
So earlier we talked about karma. There's like a throwing karma, right? The throwing karma, and the throwing the throwing cause, and actualizing cause. So when you talk about the karma, any kind of karma, like the negative karma, positive karma, neutral karma, they all are throwing karma. So throwing causes. Then so because of having created those karma, like positive, negative, and neutral karma, therefore, we have this craving, grasping, and becoming at the time of death. And these three, craving, grasping, and becoming, are the only actualizing causes. Make sense? Luan?
Not.
A little bit.
Oh, good. More exercise. Good. Talk about more. You talk about more than be more clear. But 말이 대신 남시들랑 가도 배제를 해 미다 그래. 다또 배제를 해. 다 미게
So the action, the karma is a throwing karma. Usually, like when you talk about these are throwing cause. The cause that throws you into the next life, right? So that's called a throwing cause or pushing cause, or So anyway, so all the karma are throwing causes. So all the positive, negative, and the neutral karma are throwing causes. So those karma that are motivated by ignorance, and also the consciousness, which holds the imprint of those karma, all these three are throwing causes.
배차샤나 가도 내가 지고나. 배나 내가 차지죠. 고리층이지로 와. 대대 말이 되지 남시들랑 가도 빼나오자 와이나. 뒤토로 와자. 말이 되지 남시들 배나 딱 고리층에도 그래서 고리층에도.
So, for example, if we are going to engage in some kind of action or some kind of activities, then preparation for the activity, preparation for that activity or planning, of that activity is like the ignorance, karma, and the consciousness.
다 먹이 내가 무슨 주네 락박을 내는 직 투자 되라 아니 스텔레스 받으면 용 거랬어.
And then when you actually get ready, and then engage in that engage in that action, and that's become like the actualizing cause, which is craving, grasping, and becoming.
오케이. 다티네 내가 좀 되게 고 강하다 그 따담미 도와서 저한테 다 되게 돼 아니 가서 단데 좀 뮤직 다 신체치 좀 뭐야 어떤 소변을 그래서.
That's through that preparation when you engage in the action, and then you get the result of that action. That's like the actualized results, like the name and form, the six senses, the contact, feeling, and so forth.
Okay, it's a little bit clear, a little bit easy.
Compositional factors is karma.
그래서
Compositional
두제 세대.
늦게 세대 다 레센 거는 돼. 레고는 돼.
Lera, 두제 세대 lera.
늦게 세대 레야. 레고는 돼.
Yes, compositional factor, is karma.
머리 봐서 되게 내 제주 그래서 레 싸게 그래서.
So the ignorance makes one to engage in the action, in the karma.
다네 레드 가와 샤가나 아니 남식들 샤샤 그래서.
And where is that karma? The karma imprint of the karma is left where? It's left on consciousness. So that's the third link.
다 뒤질라 가잖아 아니 셀레스 받 잡죠. 셀레스 받으면 그 아니 뒤긴 데부터 접촉 그래서.
And then after that comes the craving, grasping, and becoming in the actual in the real life. That's what happens. After that, and that comes the craving, grasping, and becoming which becomes the actualizing cause.
Tig Revala and Mizu Chenche took Repa Tsoashitilegres.
And then the result of that, will be the name and form, six senses, contact, feeling, and rebirth, and aging and death.
Okay? This you can also something to talk about, look about. It's still difficult?
Yeah,
It's very difficult.
it's not one reason exercise.
No, not like that,
Yeah,
because
that's why it's difficult.
Ganzo de Peshana Shiavadang only ko rotan chin Mars.
So the sequence in which it is explained in the text and the way the sequence in which it happens in the real life is different here.
That Tandan Delaya and the Chila Nila member, the Tesla member, the Mambo Tangan Juma Kalajane. We can talk.
And then these 12 links, the 12 dependent links, how is it completed? How is it completed? In how many lives is it completed? So there's a two-way. In two-way, it will be completed either in 2 lives or 3 lives.
Pena Ganzo Maring the Namshi Maribelesa, then Maribele, legend Pachashan, Shasha, Muchewa Pelesa. Shagalaga tell it, let Telesimata, Le Shamasana, and so much could was.
And so, for example, like you have created a karma, motivated by ignorance, you engage in an action to be born as a human being, and that the imprint of that action is left unconscious. So those 3 links happen in this lifetime, right? So that very action, that very karma, that the imprint of that karma, if that is not activated by the craving, grasping, and becoming, in this life, then it will not ripen in the very next life, right? So you just leave it there. So in that case, then it will take 3 lifetimes to complete this 12 dependent links.
When the Michigan Legaching goes to Legate Matagona, Legacy Leshema goes to Chibano channel.
So it's like a person, somebody who has started a work, and then before completing it, then he starts another work like that.
Okay. Yeah, this is a very complicated, also very deep. You really understand how you rebirth the samsara. It's very important subject. But we
Talk about the serious person gets that says Nila Zorus.
oh, think that said the Machigalaga sending on the lay Sasha Yobaji, Tig Sele Karo, Namshi Shab Letala and sending a celestial and the Sita Toyana. And then they would give us much and it's 10 years of us.
So if it is not activated by the craving, grasping, and becoming in this lifetime, then that consciousness, that the 3 link, of the 3 dependent links, completed, but then it goes for next or whatever life, the number of lifetimes that we have to go through, and then in one of the life, then when this action, this imprint of this action which is left in the consciousness is activated by craving, grasping, and becoming, and that lifetime, then that lifetime, you complete the next 3 links, and then after that, the very next lifetime, then you will have the results, the name and form and so forth, right? And so then that way it takes 3 lifetimes to complete. But the karma that you have created, motivated by ignorance, when you create a karma to be born as a human being, that imprint of that karma is left unconscious, and then that very imprint, if that is activated in this very lifetime by craving, grasping, and becoming, then all these 6 are completed in this lifetime, and then the results, others like the name and form and so forth will be completed in next lifetime, and this way you complete the 12 dependent links in 2 lifetimes. You understand?
Okay, yes.
You're not saying that not 3 lifetimes from now, but 3 different lifetimes. They can be separated by different.
Yeah, next lap. Maybe we say next lap.
Exactly.
But it's
The
not.
moment next life you go marada, your time me khora len sigra.
Tego, yeah, Jawa Momo Leseria.
Yeah, so it's 3 lifetimes. Doesn't mean in 3 consecutive lifetimes. It can be you created karma this lifetime, and then maybe like 100 lifetimes or 1,000 lifetimes or 1,000,000 lifetimes later, you activate that karma by craving, grasping, and becoming, and then very next lifetime you experience the results. So that way, so it can take long time. It can be next lifetime, or this lifetime, next lifetime, or many lifetimes later.
Yeah, some person start to something building. They start this year, then they stop. They leave that. They do other things. Maybe After 10 years, okay, I have to finish that one. He come back, they finish like that. It's 3 lifetimes. Because if you don't destroy the karma stay there. Then when the other karma is gone, the big one is gone, still the small one stay there. That way, now my turn, come back. Before they got a result, we have to just get out.
Yeah, you can destroy the karma before it is ripened. But once it's ripened, then that's it. You can't destroy it. Yeah. So if you have not destroyed the cause, then there's no choice but to experience the result. So just like you can prevent the disease, if you knew, by doing something, you can prevent the disease. But once you have already, contacted the disease, then there's no choice but to experience it, and you just keep on taking medicine and experience it.
Yeah, this is a very example of the karma go. Before the ripen, even you create the karma, before you ripen the cost or the result, you can destroy. Right? Example, you already get a result, then you have to, big or small, you have to experience it like that way. Okay? Yes?
So how do neutral feelings produce craving?
갈수록 따님.
저 따님이 세바가는 기계です.
다 따님 대가 가지 따님 자 가지 가서다 다 가지 따님 거 좋아하다 못하게 로 그 요거에서 가지. 야마 또 따님 거 좋아. 가지 야마나 좋아 따님 대다 낸다고 그냥 좋아 싶지 못 제거서 봐. 대라 낸다고.
Yeah, so wanting to be neutral, the feeling, to be like, wanting to be neutral, not to be happy, not to be sad, but just be there, without that.
야마나 좋아 따님라면 가 좋아 따님 대가로 고군도서야 그 좋아 따님라도 가서 배게로.
So yeah, happy, being excited is not good. Being sad is not good. I just don't want to have either of these. I just want to be without it. Just stay neutral like that. And that can be. You can have a desire for that kind of feeling, right?
Is it for that person? Wouldn't that still be pleasure?
알아?
Wouldn't that still?
네 그런 게 내 가사를 그런 내가 책을 썼을 때는 저 단념도 내가 책을 썼어.
대일에다 연바이나 고 좋아도 제사대 좋아 따님로 제와다 아니 따님로 되니 제사라 그러 와이나 좋아대 좋아대도 강차려 좋아 대와차대 제 강제 그 좋아대 좋아 대와치 제사가 시대 따님로 되 제거로.
Yes, so the feeling that you have would be the happy feeling, but it came from the wish, for the neutral feeling.
근데들아니 좋아 따님도 제가 세바책에서 대장에서 와.
So that's what it means, when you say you have a craving, for neutral feeling.
맞아, 좋아 따님 코로나 때문에 따님 제사 되는데 좋아 말이 돼서 말해.
저 따님 코로나 때문에 내가 세바케에서 말했어.
근데 따님 때문에 그 따님 세바제에서 돼서 말해.
So I don't think it is like craving really, for the neutral feeling itself.
딩샤데 좋아 따님라 때문에 대람 딱까지 좋아 따님 된 좋아 대냐 냐도가 아니 세바제 저거지 대라 딱 좋아 따님로 내 세바제에 살아자게서 봐.
So you can have you can have a craving for wanting to have the experience of the neutral feeling, to have experience of neutral feeling called the craving for neutral feeling.
Because earlier you asked us for an example of a feeling that doesn't lead to craving. Like when I hold this book, I can feel the book, but I don't have craving for it. So I can feel it, but where's the craving?
가르세.
다 소어 요할 때 있나 더 세바 매봐. 소어 요장 세바 매봐. 된대로 사기를 살았어. 간제 코라다 탭디 키거스 탭라 코 소리할 때 있나 코라들라 탭디 세바요 말했어. 탭디 코 소리할 때 코 세바요 말했어.
제가 뒤가라 아니 지들도 좋아 따님이 가도 좋으면도 좋아 따님 차대로 와서. 어다나지 차라.
So if you don't have any good or bad feeling, then that will be the neutral feeling, right?
대잖아 저 때는 전에는 내가 좋아 따님 레긴도 와서.
So you get the neutral feeling like that.
가지 좋아 대도 가야 마음 비치 따다가도 좋아 따님 라기 여러 왔어. 좀 고야를 시작 와이나.
And go anywhere. So either the neutral feeling, is a feeling that, happy nor sad, right?
Yeah. So where's the craving? Because earlier we said all feeling leads to craving.
그래서
때문에 세바 가버렸어. 가서 가지고 초 사장이 되네 세바
제 제가 소와 따님 다른 세바 차야 될까지 소와 따님 다른 고 세바고 저 뎁든 준대기 소와이도 다른 세바 차야 되겠다.
So that neutral feeling itself, is neutral feeling itself, is a craving because neutral feeling is a feeling, right?
그러나 저도 소와지 간에 세바지 맨날 저그 준대기 치는 거는 가서 보면 단 담아봐 제가 말하고.
So if you don't have the desire or the craving, then you will not even have a wish to hold it, right?
가지 양가도 삼도 세바 저도 고면도 세바 세대까지 대 젠도 걸로라고 되는 용어도 대 젠도 더바지라요.
So craving means a wish, right? Wanting, desire, want.
제가 이거는 대대 라바 적고 삼도 알레 파면 샤고 삼도 간지 초와지까지 초 하나까지 세바까지 간지 들이 참고 연구를 간지 라바시가 매고 있나.
So you say I want to hold this book, I want to carry this book, I want to place this book somewhere else. Like that wanting, is the craving.
But I mean the feeling of the book that I'm holding. That feeling, how is the craving relieved? The craving is related to the knowledge that I want from the book. How is it related to the feeling of the book in my hand?
답변에 그런 대 주된 대 소리라 그런 거. 대 소리라.
네.
대 서로가 간데는 세버레스 버래. 더 그런 게 당가 대 고고도 나 대 서로 고고도 섬에 서버 연하더니 대 거고 세버 차고 그래서 이나다 그런 대 서로가 그런 줄 알았어. 그런 라바 주도는 대 소리라.
제가
덴들라 세버 가요 그래서.
소와데 코로나 세벌라게 마다 얘나 델레든 소 참고 연구를 될라.
세버인 거였어.
야 세버 요데.
So no, the feeling that when you feel that, that is not a craving, but from there comes the craving.
야. 간난 내 저런 게 뎁 알레 뎁레서 마도. 뎁 가지 저 소까지 세바 참으리 될 얘기를 간 거래요.
잠보도 있어서 죽어도
있어서. 죽어도 저거 사원도 있어. 가지 너무 내게 될. 아니
So you
뎁레서.
feel, when you feel the book, right?
야만 뎁레서 마. 야만
There's the consciousness involved there, right? It's not just like bodily touch, There's a sense, of course, there's a physical consciousness, there's touch, and then you said, then that leads to your mental consciousness, thinking, oh, this book is good, oh, this book is heavy, you feel heavy, or you feel it rough, or you feel it smooth, or you feel it light. So that feeling comes from there.
Okay, the good thing about that. Think about that, okay? Yeah, this is a very important to how you rebirth samsara. It's not easy also, but you can see all the monasteries, they put that this, picture also in the Gomba. It's also talking about the how to, karon chewa mataba, kumetandi negachi musha chagi warawa.
So that talks, that also, reminds you of death and impermanence.
Okay, now we stop. Ani, how's your mom?
Oh, she's getting much better, thank you.
Oh, that's good.
She's much better, and I think maybe in a day or two she'll be sent home from hospital. She's still in hospital.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
We will pray for you.
All right, thank you.
When-
See you guys.
When do you come home, Jangchub?
Maybe next week.
Okay.
What time is it in Nepal?
It's now, what is it?
10?
9:40.
Oh, it's all
9:40. 9:40 in the evening, at night.
So you're real late and early in the morning. Thank you.
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. All right, have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good day. Okay, thank you. It's a little bit technical.
All right, turn to page 39 of the prayer book, please. Saji Peki Jushimeta Tramri Rablinji Nidegempadi Sange Jingdu Metewa Idrokunamda Jingla Cho Parsho Jesulame Kuche Rapten Chingnam Katrinle Choturge Padang Lobsan Tempe Drumbe Sapsum Gidro Emunzel Tatunegushi Idam Guru Ratnamandala Kamner Yatayami. From my two collections, vast of space that I have amassed from working with effort, practice for a great length of time, may I become the chief leading Buddha for all those whose minds' wisdom eye is blinded by ignorance. Even if I do not reach this state, may I be held in your loving compassion for all my lives, Benjushri. May I find the best of complete graded paths of the teachings, and may I please all the Buddhas by practicing. Using skillful means, drawing by the strong force of compassion, may I clear the darkness from the minds of all beings, with the points of the path as I have discerned them. May I uphold Buddha's teachings for a very long time. With my heart going out with great compassion in whatever direction the most precious teachings have not yet spread, or once spread have declined, may I reveal this treasure of happiness and aid. May the minds of those who wish for liberation be granted bounteous peace, and the Buddha's deeds be nourished for a long time. May even this graded course to enlightenment completed due to the wondrous virtuous conduct of the Buddhas and their children. May all human and non-human beings who eliminate adversity and make things conducive for practicing excellent paths never be parted from any of their lives from the purest path praised by the Buddhas. In whatever summary acts in accordance with the tenfold Mahayana virtuous practices, may they always be assisted by the mighty ones, and may oceans of prosperity spread everywhere. In that snow mountain encircled land, source of every benefit and joy, may Lord Tenzin Gyatso Chenre Zig remain in life till samsara's end. Page 49, short, long life prayer for Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Tup sung chang ting jam gong gel we tenzin gom pel we gunzo do port se chong sum kur we le mon tu dru pa da zo do je gundu jab ten show. Page 57. Prayers of dedication. Through this virtue may I swiftly, having gained Guru Buddha state, place each and every sentient being without exception in that state. Precious supreme Bodhi mind, may it where unborn arise, and where born never decline, but increase forevermore. We will end on page 75. Mig met se we te chen chen